How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk to you all about money making. Now, money making in this game is probably one of the biggest focuses, and honestly, everyone's looking for it. Everyone wants to make money. Everyone just wants to be the richest they can. Everyone wants to buy nice things from the Grand Exchange. Hell, I love buying nice things. The other day, I got a greater ricochet drop, and I could have just spent all day just sat at the Grand Exchange searching for stuff. But unfortunately, I did have a list of stuff I already needed, so my shopping spree only lasted about 2 minutes. However, money making in this game is absolutely one of the biggest, if not the actual biggest searches for RuneScape 3 on YouTube is money making guide. Everybody searches RuneScape 3 money making guide, and honestly, these videos do the best out of like all of the content that you would probably see. Unless it's something very specifically unique, money making guides always tend to come on top. So with that being said, that tells me that there's a lot of demand for people who aren't quite sure exactly how to actually progress their account to a point where they can make a lot of money consistently, and when they need extra cash on the side, they just seem to look for YouTube things to find out how to make 5 mil an hour, 6 mil an hour, 10 mil an hour, or whatever, but it's not the best way to do it. So that's what we're going to talk about today. How do I make my money? How would I suggest that you make your money? And how can you get yourself in a position where you don't really need money making guides anymore? So let's talk about that. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like on it. If you learn anything, then do subscribe as well, as I will be making more videos probably like this in the near future. And also do jump in the Discord. It is growing pretty quick, and I do also have some big plans for that in the future. Anyway, that's long enough of your time wasted for the intro. You know what we're going to be talking about today now, so let's get started, shall we? Okay, so let's start off with talking about money making guides. Now, like I said, everybody searches money making guides online, and they do work. They definitely work. And as you can probably tell by my voice just before I said that, they also don't work, and it's something that kind of bugs me a little bit, because you guys really shouldn't just be stood around just making money processing stuff, making 5 to 10 mil an hour, because it's a time waste. And that's the problem that I have with money making guides. That's the reason I don't make them anymore. Every now and again, if there's something that's really good on making money in the game, like really good, and it's not a time waster, then yes, I'll make a video on it to let you all know, because that's not a time waster. So I would happily let you guys all know about that. For example, the last videos that I've made on money making is literally just talking about bosses for one, since those bosses at the moment were in a really good position, and you literally didn't want to miss out on that time in to go and make as much money as possible. But in terms of the money making guides that are saying go and cut granite for 2 mil an hour, go and use the thing that makes cockroaches eggs or whatever they're called and sell those on the Grand Exchange at this much each, and go and do this for an easy 10 to 15 mil an hour. The problem with this is they're all very specific methods, and once that video is made, not only is the method completely crashed because everybody's doing it straight away, the methods usually aren't actually checked either. They usually just look at the Grand Exchange prices, tell you that you can process these materials that price check at 200k, and then suddenly they're worth 400k, and you can do that for a full hour and end up with 7 mil profit. But the problem is, when you go to sell those items, they don't sell. And a lot of you guys run into this, and I know you do. Let me know in the comments, is this something that you've run into? You've tried methods, they've just not worked, and you've thought, oh, it's just because the video's gone up. Honestly, a lot of the time, these methods probably never worked anyway. All this information is usually pulled directly from the money making wiki page, and that's super inaccurate unless you test stuff. It even says on big red writing in there, test stuff before you do it and before you invest into it, because a lot of the stuff isn't accurate. Okay, so money making methods, just scrap them. Not worth your time. Sometimes every now and again, yes, they're okay to do to make a little bit of cash to get yourself going. But if you want to make the real good money, and you want to be making a lot of money consistently, and you want to be in a position where you don't need to be Googling money making guides, then you need to progress your account. You have to progress your account. That's how it works. Alright, so we've scrapped off money making methods, and I've just told you straight and blunt, you need to progress your account. Why? Why do you have to progress your account before you can start making money? Okay, you don't. You caught me. You don't have to. You can make money. You can make these 5 mil an hour. You can make your little 6 mil an hour on the side, but that's just not that good, is it? Like you might be thinking, 6 mil an hour is good. I can do that AFK. I can just watch a movie while I do that. Guys, just level your account. If you're making 6 mil an hour and you're progressing your account, you're leveling up, you're getting levels, you're getting experience, you're getting your account somewhere. You're not just sort of stood there cutting something, processing something for barely any experience at all, just because you want an extra 6 to 10 mil, because that green cash tag looks absolutely delicious. It looks great. I completely agree with you, and I know where you're coming from, because I was in the same position at one point. All I wanted to do was make a nice 5 to 10 mil consistently an hour, AFK, and then I just thought to myself, in a week, in 2 weeks, I'll have so much money, it'll be absolutely great, I'll spend it all. Oh wait, one item costs 300 mil. What the? Oh, that took... What? So I guess you can probably figure out what I'm trying to say. You should always be progressing your account. If you're not maxed, if you're not in a position where you can constantly have plenty of money and know exactly where to go for it, you need to be leveling your account up. When you level your account up, you will be making more money, I promise you. You do not need to just stand around at the Grand Exchange processing stuff to make money. What you want to do is probably focus towards endgame content, as in bosses. These bosses can make a absolute fortune. A lot of them are at least 20 mil an hour. Some of them are even more, 40 mil, 50 mil. Hell, if you can get really good at some of these bosses, and I'm not saying all of you are going to be able to do Telos at 2.5k in rage and push all the way up, you can make like 150 mil plus an hour there. If depending how good you are, you can make more than that. So honestly, the big money does come from progressing your account and getting further in. I'm not saying that you have to do bossing. Like I said, there is so many different ways to make money in this game, and you need to consider the fact that you may just be playing different to other people. If you want to be a skiller, the end game skilling is going to make you so much more money than this early game skilling. Slayer, early on, you may hear people say Slayer's such good money, and you may have tried it and made like 200k in the first like Slayer task that you did and thought, man, that's not that good. Why isn't that good? Everyone's saying Slayer is amazing. That's because Slayer at endgame is amazing. The money early on is decent. It does get you through, and to be honest, it's enough for your account while you're progressing. But when you get towards endgame Slayer, you can make so much money. It is so damn good. And when people say Slayer's great money, it genuinely is. But my point is, if you're not progressing your account when you're making this money, and you're not focusing on getting your account further to endgame, you're always going to be making 5 to 10 mil an hour. When you work towards endgame, you're making 20 mil to 40 mil to 50 mil to ridiculous amounts of money. The other day, I got a 1.4 billion gold drop. That's because I learned a boss. Learning Raksha was a well worth investment of my time. Obviously, it took quite a few hours, but getting a 1.4 bill drop covers my time, pays off a hell of a lot of the hours, and I've probably made about 70 to 80 mil an hour at Raksha now because of how lucky I got. Now, yes, I got lucky. I got this drop really early, but that drop alone, not including any drops that I got in the past, not including any other like rare drops that I've got so far, that drop alone is around about 80 mil an hour, and I add a generous amount of time to my average kill time and work out exactly how many kills I've done, and then sort of get an estimate of how long I've been there. So you should absolutely be working towards the end game. That way you can increase the amount of money you can get per hour, you get a well-rounded account to use the money on for one, and you can definitely make a hell of a lot more money working towards the end game than you could if you kept yourself stuck in the early game. So once you've got yourself a nice, well-rounded account, you've put the time in, you've leveled up your skills, you've figured out a goal that you want to do, you need to understand that the next step does take a while. Now, most people don't get rich overnight. A lot of people go to the duel arena and walk out ridiculously rich. Chances are they'll return next week and probably lose it all because the addiction is real at that point. But making money, progressing your account, and getting rich in this game takes a long time. I'm still not rich. I'm not rich in this game. I have a lot of good stuff. I have a lot of money, but a lot of my time in game is spent on making videos for you guys, and obviously I love that. That's not me complaining. I love doing it, but it just means that I don't get the extra 4 to 5 hours to go and kill this boss and work on getting drops from there. But luckily, I'm a spoon. I get spoon-fed money from JGX, it seems, so that's okay. But what I'm trying to say and help you guys understand fully is you can't just get rich overnight. It's not going to be quick. You have to work on it. And everybody who has a lot of money has put a lot of time in. I've been playing for a lot of years, and honestly, you just got to go and do it. You just got to get out there. You just got to keep going. You've got to not be stood at the bank for 3 hours a day. When you're logged in, if you're stood doing nothing that's not progressing your account or making money for yourself in a good way, as in like doing a boss or getting better at a specific thing that's going to help you out, then you're probably wasting your time, and that's where the money's going. Time is money in this game. You need to invest time to make money. So now that you know that, the thing you would probably want to do is, one, work on a specific boss that you know is good, consistent money. Or if, like I said, you're a skiller, then do some research and find out where you should be investing your time at that time. Skillers, I really can't help you anymore from here because I'm not a skiller. So maybe in the comments, if there's any great skillers, then maybe you can leave some tips for other people. That'd be absolutely awesome. But basically, you're going to want to find something that's consistent money and work at it. For example, Elite Dungeon 1 at the moment is ridiculous money. It's about 25 to 35 mil an hour, depending on your clear speed. And I know that's true because I am doing a road to 100 kills at the moment, and every single hour I've done there has been 35 to 36 mil. It's not changed. I've had big drops, I've had terrible drops some hours. It's always evened out to be about 35 to 36 mil an hour. So Instead of standing at the Grand Exchange and cutting your granite or summoning familiars to make yourself a nice 2 to 3 mil an hour, or, you know, 10 and 11 mil an hour things, get yourself out there, level up your account, put the time in, learn some bosses, or do some research on where you should be using your higher skills, your higher levels, and invest your time wisely. Get your account in a position where you don't need to be looking up money making guides anymore, because you know that this boss is going to be this much and this boss is going to be that much, and if you're a skiller, then you know that this is going to be a great time to do this. You know that just before double experience weekend, everyone's going to be buying up all their herb lore supplies, so you're going to want to be spending a lot of time hoarding up all of your herbs ready to sell off at the perfect time, that sort of stuff, and just knowing exactly where you should be going to gather which resource. Honestly, this is the way that you should be making money. It's more consistent, it's more reliable, and in all honesty, the most important bit of this, it's more enjoyable. You guys that are stood there grinding out the same thing because you want 20 mil to buy something that you probably can't use because you haven't leveled your account, you're gonna get burnt out, you're gonna get fed up, you're gonna think, frick this, I'm so tired of it, why does everybody else get these massive drops, why can't that be me? You have to put the time in. You have to put the time in. It takes so long to do. If you're not investing time, you're not getting anything back out, and I promise you, if you do put that time in, if you do level your account, if you do get into it and you do get your levels up, the reward isn't just so you can say, look, I've got a 99 skill cape in this. It's because you're going to be able to get a hell of a lot more money out of it by doing that and getting high levels. Okay, so basically, to cut this very, very short, and I'm sure someone in the comments will say, well, don't waste your time watching the video. Long story short is just level your account, make more money, don't waste your time on money making. They're right. If you see that comment, they're absolutely right. However, sometimes some people just need that long kick up the arse, the explanation of why. They need to know why, because honestly, part of me gets stressed when I see money making guides that just give 5 methods that make about 5 to 10 mil an hour, get so much attention, and people are like, yes, perfect, thank you so much, and they try it out, and I know for a fact that lasts you about 2 hours and you give up. And if you don't, if it doesn't do that and you do that for ages and ages to make money, I'm glad that you're 1 in a million, because if everyone's doing the same thing, the price drops, everybody's making less money, and eventually it's not profitable. People invest thousands and thousands of supplies and realize that at the end of it that they actually lost money. They spent 20 hours processing all this stuff, and it's gone. So trust me, do the reliable thing, stick to the fact that you can progress your account, get it in a position where you don't need them anymore, you can stop searching money making guides, and you can just enjoy the game, enjoy the end game content, and get all the stuff that you finally wanted to get. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it from me today. I know that this was not your usual money making guide thing, and that was the whole point of it. I know that you guys may have clicked on this thinking, oh look, I'm going to find out how to make a lot of money. Is it a good method? Let's see what it is. The method is progress your account, get to endgame, stop searching money making guides for RuneScape 3, and honestly, you'll definitely thank me later for it. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. You know where the button is. Just press it. Just press that button. Press the button. It's easy. Press it. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed, then do subscribe as well. And also leave me a comment down below. Is this something that you've been thinking about? Have you been procrastinating leveling your account? Have you been sucked into the whole money making thing where you just want to make nice little 5 to 10 mil an hour, but now maybe you're going to try and do this? Let me know. I'm very interested to hear from all of you. And anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for listening and spending the whole time listening to me talk, and I will see you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye. I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of my current channel members. We have Kezlogger, it's OP Harambe, Jax, Maka, Sam, and Andy V. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. If anyone else is interested in this, there's a join button, back the sub button, give that a click, and you can see what perks you do get while you do support the channel as well.